Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to. Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough! Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit. But your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Is it ambition? I may seem single-minded, but it is important to go after what you want from life.
Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin. You belong in Slytherin!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room. Revelio. Lumos. 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 Revelio. I suppose some introductions are in order.
That new fifth year.
Must be different. Starting Hogwarts in the fifth year.
Well, I suppose... No. Can I help you? Oh, you're the new fifth year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's, who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
If you do that, you'll lose. Trust me. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Really mastered that one. Lumos. Protego.
Might want to think that again. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
We handled it. And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Everyone sounds so obnoxious in this game.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Imelda unakuangaje? Unajiamini mbaya.
I think I heard one.
I mean, he's gone.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall
Why
far
can't
from
this
that
guy look me
tree.
in the eye akiniongelesha?
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all
So
mine.
look at me,
Don't
I'm
be a
not
stranger.
talking.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Okay, I'm going. Well, she's upstairs.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Time.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Okay, but why?
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
we walking so slowly? Oh my goodness.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up.
Keep up?
Why don't you
Oh,
cast
you're walking so
Revelio
slow.
on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
Copy. So the Loch Ness is a kelp. Okay. XP earned from challenges increases your level, and also have to just do challenges. Special rewards unlock at each tier you complete appearances to critical upgrades, okay. Rewards must be claimed from the challenges menu. Boo! No one wants to keep coming back to collect. Even pet it automatically.
Clever, isn't it? Keep
Maybe
your eyes
games
open
make
for
things
more
so
opportunities.
complicated.
Like
Portable. Okay. This is Revelio. Basic casting, and this one was Stupefy.
inside
Yeah,
and
got it,
outside
that.
of the castle.
Okay.
Revelio.
Revelio.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay. So it has different ones, okay. Champion staircase. Okay. Outside academic points of interest, okay. Library and then the green is cappuccino. library, potions, divination. Hey, het is een wirklich. Let's go.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan.
Can you tell me more?
Defense Against the Dark Arts as the name. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecker.
You mentioned Hogsmeade.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you, and judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor...
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spell.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you...
I wouldn't say I chose the Dragon's Path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the...
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And invaluable to me, as I'll...
Yes, Professor.
And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally... Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another... Why don't I show you the clever enchantment we... Unfold it and have a look.
should I go to charms first or am I?
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention.
Revelio.
Oopsie.
Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio. I can hear something going ting. Wacha tuende class kwanza. Let's go to class. Is in here, right? Maybe butterfly in city. Oh no, wait. Thank you, buddy.
Revelio.
My life is behind me. I promise.
Lol. It's a kitty cat. Hey, buddy. That's a good Mr. Kitty. Ambia nani ashike.
Revelio.
Well, there's a chest. Where is it? There's another chest. Where is it?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
It's locked. Okay, well, I guess we go to class now. Enough of this tomfoolery.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
There's our Wakanda girl here.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin?
welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more. Accio to forward, yes? Excellent control there. Very good. Stay focused. Splendid!
So it's R2 I'm supposed to actually, not box.
Very good! Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp. Phew.
Accio.
excellent control there.
Here we go!
Come on, come on, come on, nice.
Well done. Watch this.
Kwani yake stopingi? Take hii nonsense. Awe amefanya tu pole pole. Ah, GG's.
That's it. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
Ewa
This
kana
round
wewe.
settles it all.
Let us see this.
Echa si what to do. Gongwa. Kwenda. Sile. Sile. Aibo. Let's go.
Well played. Here we go.
Konga, continue ball. Continue ball. Oof.
There we go.
Very good.
Eat some smoke. Miss Wakanda. Huu mama anafanya nini? No.
Quite impressive.
Actually,
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
yeah,
Thank
I'm
you,
going to be
but
a
I've
twat
been holding
this
my
game.
own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My
Wagadu.
mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. But it never seemed intimidating or...
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountains. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was... And then it just materialized before me. This enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
And they couldn't even just look for Ugandan to just do the Ugandan accent. Huh? Not what is this African accent these guys do all the time.
This may seem an odd
Nonsense.
question, but is magic the same there?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with...
No, not at all. wizarding magic cast with. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite... I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of you.
It's nice to learn about another...
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
You'd be using it on clothing, to be precise.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that. Cutlery
Lumos.
flying everywhere.
Bodega.
Quite unsafe, really.
Lumos.
A word, if you...
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
You wanted to speak with...
I did. I trust your...
Well, an outdoor competition, wasn't it?
What charm is there in the You did well, managing to best as gifted a student.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoy...
Miss Onai is always a fear... Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction. Expect to hear from me soon regarding...
Yay, we leveled up. Go through challenges. And inside regions of Hogwarts marked as... Okay.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in
that
his...
chick from the dome.
Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
Revelio.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack! Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Why you do this, Peeve?
Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Yes, Professor Vince does drone on a bit. But have you ever got him really talking about Goblin Rebellion? Knows everything. Still boring, but impressive.
I saw the third one somewhere here. I just see my own things. I saw the third one somewhere.
Is hard to read, but I find her as easy to read as a star chart. She has no patience with time wasting.
Revelio.
Where is the third one?
The food that appears in the Great Hall isn't conjured. The house elf. Oh, I remember that day. Yes, in Greenhouse 3.
Yes. You've hidden the bucket beneath the toast.
Revelio.
Here's the last knob thingy. Ooh, okay, why am I wasting time on it? Here's unaenda kwa astronomy. Let's go back down. So tuende class, tutarudi kufanya hizi vitu baadaye. Where Mr. Key, man, so you just want to look at your friend also. This is a different one, man. Pet this one. So I can use the flip out.